doing today? We out here, in Kensington. Nice little day. Just give y'all a little tour of what goes on here.
They won't start coming on in a few minutes. Just keep it alive. Sometimes you stand somewhere. Let's catch that.
That's on the train tracks. Yeah.
People coming up. All right, be safe, IJ.
All right.
You got this, brother.
Yeah, this is how we do in Kensington, Just taking a little quick walk through. It's so sad, though, that we had to experience this. Hey, how you doing, Miss Courtney? I'm glad y'all all coming through to watch. We need to do something to actually clean this up. This is really bad, It really is, and they do nothing about it. So we just get stuck like this. We get stuck in Kensington like this. They does nothing for us, nothing. And this is just what it is here, It's so sad that everywhere that, you walk, you catch somebody, leaning. And I don't know if we can ever get this back, to what we need it to be. Oh, thank you, Miss Courtney. Me and Mel, we try. We do, we do what we could do. Well, I'm gonna go back one more time and just, show y'all. And it's sad because, the children come through, or even, the people that's coming from work. It'd be so hard to even get on the train. Can't even get on the train because everybody's just everywhere. Hopefully we could get better with this, Excuse me. Sorry. This shit look bad. It's crazy out here in Kensington, Excuse me, brother. Excuse me. It look real bad, I just hope somebody does something for us to help us, Because as of now, we just sinking. We sinking. You see, you got people that comes out and do good things for the people. You know, young angels. They all work together. What's up, buddy? Yeah, it's pretty sad out here, you know. And I just ask everybody just to pray for the people. Because it's a big, serious war out here. So I just need everybody to help us out here, you know. Because it's getting bad. And now, it's the weather about to change. It's about to get nice. So we will have a lot of more ODs and a lot of more people out here just stuck on the street. But I do know eventually God will come and save us all from this, you know. I just pray it's sooner than later. Don't nothing get better. And it's just so sad because nobody actually deserves this. Nobody deserves what's going on, you know? And I'm just a firm believer if some people, what's up, Bert? I'm just a firm believer if some people knew what this drug was going to actually do to them before it was done. It's a possibility that they wouldn't have tried this fentanyl. Oh, yeah, Ms. Courtney, my place is coming along, pretty well, and I'm grateful for all the help that y'all have given me. I'm not sure, Ms. Courtney. I don't believe he's using, but, when you hang out in the same places, don't expect, different results. So we just pray for Bert and keep him in our prayers, That's all we could do. And I do believe that Miss Valerie is back in a hospital. So, but we just gotta pray for him. I do know Bert is working though. I do know that. But I'm not too sure if he's actually in active addiction again. But I hope not. I do know he goes to work every day and he comes back and he get Valerie clothing. So, hopefully he's not. But he have to stop doing what he do, because if he don't, then he would be another death that we have, So hopefully he decide to get himself together, and if he do, then it'd be a great thing for him to come out here and maybe, help. Give us the support that we need. But this is just my, normal walkthrough. I usually walk from here to Somerset, Kensington Avenue in Somerset is the biggest place, so I usually just do that. But I'm so happy because yesterday I ran into a friend that we haven't seen in years. And the first thought that everybody had was that this friend was dead. But this friend came out yesterday with church members and was passing out food. And nobody believed it, but none of us is God, so we don't know how somebody might, turn out. But the brother had a real live glow. And that made my heart pound, and I really, 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 really enjoyed that. So maybe some of the people that we try to save, everybody is not going to be saved until the Lord say it's time, but some will. And the ones who do, for whatever reason, the Lord brings them back out to help the community. So that's a very good thing. But it's very nice out. And being it's very nice out, it's going to be a lot of people out, but hopefully we don't get no shootings and hopefully we have no overdoses. And now I'm headed to the main avenue where there would be a lot of traffic, and some things might be shown that's disgusting, but it's reality. It's reality of life. Little kitty cat. Hey, kitty. Hi. Pretty kitty cat. Well, yep, on my way to the main avenue. And this is good because this is where all my trouble started. This is where I was from, and this is where I did a lot of bad things. But I'm so glad and so happy that them days are well behind, And the block next to me, Weymouth, is still never open. How you doing, Pop? This is the ad that I'm coming up on. Well, thank you, Miss Courtney. Yes, God definitely delivered me. And, I just try to do the best I could do. But will never be perfect. But I won't use that as an excuse to actually, do wrong. But everywhere I go, we're gonna see people just in distress, There's just a whole bunch of distress going on. And it always will be. But it's how normal life is, Here in Kensington, actually. Actually, this is how it goes in Kensington. Kensington, nothing is good in Kensington. Well, I'm sorry, but I ain't gonna say nothing is good in Kensington. But the energy here in Kensington ain't good. And that's what I'm trying to be part of to change. Nothing really going on this end, so I take a trip down the other end, Somerset, and see what's happening down there. So it do look good because it looked like they cleaned Kensington today, and there's not too much going on. So that's a great thing. Nobody down on this end towards Allegheny nodding out and being on the ground. And the good part about today, I really haven't seen no ambulances, running up and down the avenue to try to help, recover somebody because they on the ground ODing. Yes, Miss Queen, congratulations. You got a lot of sober time. God is great. $1,546 days clean. Yes, I take my hat off to you. Because I don't know, for people who haven't never been through actual addiction, I have been through it. And it's not as easy as people make it to seem. It's not. It's, because people got to remember that it didn't take us one day to destroy ourselves. So it just ain't going to take one day to get our life back. It's a mean struggle, I've been clean now, over a year and a half, and I don't say I got temptations or think about using, but I would never forget where I came from. Brother, excuse me, tighten up, bro. About to fall over. Have a good day, bro. And the sad part, this is actually by a daycare where people come and fall out and do things like that. This is a daycare center. So, it's just rough. It's just rough. How you doing, Mr. Jeff? So, we are getting somewhere in Kensington where though, they are making some improvements and cleaning it up. Because as y'all see, the streets are clear. And I remember at one time, this whole I remember at one time, this whole strip was crowded and flooded, So it's definitely getting better. It's definitely getting better. As you can see, definitely getting better. How you doing, country? How you, brother? You good? Yeah, how you doing today? How you doing, brother? Yeah, it's 5:15. Stay strong, brother.
You too, brother.
God bless you. Oh, yeah. Nice seeing you, man. That's right, Miss Queen. Gotta live to see the babies. Gotta live to see the babies, But, like I was saying, it's not that easy to get clean. Well, gonna rephrase that. It's not. It's easy to get clean. It's just not that easy to stay clean. That's what I would say. That's what I would say about that. But I'm headed down to Somerset and just see what's happening down there. But usually that place would be crowded, so. But let's just pray, and hopefully it's not. Well, Miss Evans, I believe it's hard to. Hey, buddy. How Lisa doing? Okay. Well, yeah, Miss Courtney Evans. Back to you. I believe it's hard to stay clean at times because when we're used to doing the same thing over and over again, that's what our characters, that's what we practice. And a lot of us been doing it so long, we believe, we don't know how to live no more. So when we do get our life back, that life don't really feel normal. So it takes us into going back and doing the same thing, we was doing. But I guess it's all into the person, you just have to sacrifice, for the better and say enough is enough. I'm tired of doing this, And I was tired. I was tired of my time, but I was fortunate that I didn't go to a meeting to get clean. I actually had to go to prison. And me going to prison, which a lot of people think, a lot of people might say prison is bad, but for me, because I couldn't control myself, and get back to the person I needed to be. Yeah, tell me about it. I get a lot of them, I fight it. Try to fight it. Have to fight it. See this? Look at this here. That's a lot there. A lot of stuff in that bag. Well, not really. I mean, they give us, they give us meds, but it's still like addiction because just say you went in there, you went to jail for you was just using marijuana. And for everything in there now, whether it's marijuana, K2, they subscribing you Suboxones. So, and if you don't really, I would just believe if you don't really need Suboxone, that you will pick up a habit. You will overuse it and you will get sick. Pardon me. Excuse me. Oh, that's my boy Rich. Oh shit. How you doing, Rich? I'm on live right now. How y'all two doing? That's what's up. Y'all still together. That's all that matters. Y'all still together. Y'all still ticking. And that's all that matters. But keep your head up, Rich, and I stay strong, That's all we can do. That's all we can do, Rich. You heard? Yep, y'all take care. And it's nice seeing y'all. And that's sometimes what people need. But a lot of people understand that sometimes more than money, sometimes even more than a drug. Somebody would rather you say to them, how are you doing? How's your day going? And that means a lot, That means an awful, awful lot. And a lot of people just won't get that. Because I know and my addiction, when I was going through what I was going through, it meant a whole lot to me when somebody was to say, how are you? How you doing? You know, and I didn't want to tell them my problems or what I was going through, but I was just so happy to tell them, thank you for asking, you know? And, you know, that helped because kindness go a long way, you know? And that's true. What's up, bro? Kindness go a long way in this world. And it took me a very long time to even understand that, you know? But I do understand it now. And that's what makes it great. That you have to understand it. Because if you don't understand it, then you just won't know. That's true. That's true, Miss Courtney. Kindness doesn't cost a thing. But we always overlook. And it's down Somerset. Somerset's not so bad. How you doing? I'm long live, bro. How you feel? You good? You good? What's wrong? What's wrong? Huh? Sick. You gotta be tired of this, man. Gotta get. Where you headed? If you give me, you heard me? I'm gonna walk down, but if you give me 5 minutes, I'll come back and I'll take you. You heard me? And I'll take you to get something to eat. You heard me? So just give me 5 minutes and I'll walk back down and I'll make sure you're okay, okay? All right, love you, man. Give me about 5 minutes. And this was my friend right here. This is my buddy, EJ, you know. When I was going through what I was going through, I was stuck out here with this brother, and we've been through so much together. Sorry, man. And we've been through so much together. So this is my brother, so when I walk back down, I gotta make sure I could feed him, you know. And even if he wanted to come to my house, you know, to take a shower, I would do that for my brother. This is my good brother. All right, so I'm gonna walk down, eat, and I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. I'm gonna walk down. Okay. That's how you doing, Miss Marcy? Yes, I'm having a great day. You know, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here. I'm sorry, well, you see this? Even Hankins, this is prayer. This is definitely prayer. And if y'all don't mind, I would like to stay here and get a prayer also. How you doing, sister? Yes. Yes.
What's your name?
Hold on. Y'all give me a second. My name is Jay.
Jay, I heard you say it, bro, and I'll never turn one down.
Okay.
So can I share a little something about my life with you?
Yes.
I come from Memphis from last year. I gave up on life. I know addiction. I know the streets, and I hung myself.
Right.
But Jesus saved my life, right?
Wow.
So I was supposed to die that day, but the Lord saved my life. So we come here from North Carolina yesterday.
What part of Carolina?
Right now I'm in Greensboro.
Oh, I was just living in Greensboro. What's the other place next to Greensboro?
It's a High Point.
No, I was up there by like I was able to get to Burlington, but I lived in this little town that was between Burlington and Greensboro.
Graham, I don't know.
Not by Graham. I know about Saxon. I know about Graham.
Yeah.
It was called I can't remember right this second, but
So what was your name again?
my name's Jay.
So I was going to share with you, Jay, like the Lord saved my life, right? I let the camera see me and everything. The Lord
Okay,
saved my
thank you,
life.
brother.
And I should have died, right? I crushed my neck and my spine, and God gave me another opportunity. So after he did that last year, I told God that I'd never stop sharing the good news of what he did.
Amen.
So you want prayer? What do you want me to pray for you for, brother?
Just want you to pray for me, for peace, for me, and all the sick and suffering.
Yeah, for sure. I got you, bro.
You do that for me?
Matter of fact, before I do anything, because I believe in the spirit.
Okay.
There's a card if you want help. So people, right?
Yes.
But I believe in the spirit and anointing, and I got the oil, bro.
Oh, the oil. Let me see. Yeah,
bro.
let me see that. Okay,
Hard
yeah.
to pray for, so I just
Absolutely.
speak life over you, my brother.
Absolutely.
Lord, I just speak blessings for Jay, Lord, that you meet him right now in this time, God. Continue to keep protection over my brother, Lord. Lord, I pray for his mind, God, that the streets ain't got no love for nobody, Lord. Keep his mind safe, God. Protect him. Lord, the second thing I want to protect is his heart, Lord. Lord, continue to guide my brother. Keep him safe. Thank you for waking us up today, God. You didn't have to wake us up, and some of us ain't going to make it today. Nonetheless, if they get to wake up, Lord, how blessed and humble are we, Lord. God, I ask you to just continue to nourish and just give my brother peace, comfort, clarity, Lord. Confusion is not of you, Lord. That's of the devil, Lord, and I rebuke that over my brother's life. Thank you for sending your son to die on the cross for our life, God. None of us are worthy, Lord, but you give us this opportunity. In Jesus' mighty name I pray, amen.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank
Nice meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
And I like what y'all do, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Man.
the Lord word is powerful.
Hey, God.
You know, he delivered me. You know, I had my testimonies last year. I was going through what I was going through. And it took me to actually, and I'm saying, it took me to go to jail to realize things, because when I was growing up, I knew that there was a God, but I didn't know who God was. And the first thing that was happening when I was in jail, it took all my friends away, all my families away. And I said at first, I said, God must hate me because he took everybody away. But then I realized he did that because it was my time to get a personal relationship with him. You know?
Sometimes you gotta isolate to elevate. You know what I'm saying? He'll take everything away like Job.
Are you recording
where
this?
you at.
I ain't got nobody facing though.
Yeah.
I'm not showing the face.
He will break you down so he can build you back up.
Right.
And make sure that he's your never fail.
Right. Thank you, brother. And I appreciate what y'all doing.
Yes, sir.
How often y'all come out here and do this?
We from North Carolina.
Oh, that's right. He just told me that. Yeah.
Next couple days.
Wissit. Who's in college? You, right? Wissit. I was in Wissit.
Yeah.
No, not Winston-Salem. It's called Wissit. Yeah.
My bro.
Yeah. Wissit. Yep. Yep. That's where I was at.
Out in the country.
But I got family. I got family in Henderson, High Point, Durham.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Yo,
Yeah.
You know North Carolina.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
was
lot
working
different.
for a moving company down there, out in Raleigh. I forget his name.
Okay.
I used to work for Wheaton. And Whitway.
His name is what's his name? Nate. Little short guy used to get high, but now he got his own. He got his own brand. I think it's called Branch Out Moving.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome,
So
man.
I was working down there with him, you know. But I liked it down there, and what I wasn't used to, you know, you go to Carolina from being here in these streets.
It's slow.
People, not slow. People just talk different, but the brain is the brain.
Yeah.
But when I was down there, I wasn't used to. I walked to the supermarket, and people would say, "How you doing?"
Yeah.
And first thing I go is, "Oh, why they speaking to me?" You know. But what brought y'all here to Kensington?
This right here.
Just trying to see people
Just to
set
see
free,
a smile
man.
on people's faces.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why we here, bro.
Right.
Right.
We done been
Lord
chained
did it
up
for us,
before.
man.
And congratulations.
Testify.
Congratulations, brother.
Yes, sir.
And I'm so glad y'all doing this, because we all need it.
That's done for the Lord.
Right. Absolutely. All right, brother. Yes, the Lord does great things. See, people hands, but the Lord does very great things. And as you see, these all the way from North Carolina come to Philadelphia, you know, to come get prayer, to come bless, you know, the sick and the suffering. And that is so powerful. God got a way of having his soldiers and bringing us all together. You know, so that's a great thing. That was a real great thing. You know, so I respect that, and I really appreciate that. Well, and as you see, The street is like really empty because the cops is out here today and they're not letting none of this goes on. Not here today. So it's a great thing. It's a great thing. But I just wonder, where would they send everybody, you know? Where would they send the people who want shelter? Because a lot of times they all say you could just call the shelter house and they would come and get the people and, you know, and come get them and like take us to a shelter. But that's what they say. But then when you get there, they would say they ran out. They ran out of space. So what happened to the other people? Huh? No, I'm sorry, but I don't have a torch on me. Maybe she do. You have a torch? No. All right, bro. Y'all stay cool, man. Is he all right? Huh? You know, Narcan him, but if it's going to save his life, yeah. Yeah. What's up, Carlos? How you, brother? Yeah. I think maybe you should Narcan him. I think so. Huh? Okay, well, just watch him, you know. But I think maybe you probably should Narcan him because he's not looking too good, brother. You don't think you should Narcan him? Okay. Well, let's pray for him, you know. And it's sad because if I was to step in the way, I might get in some trouble by trying to help, you know. So hopefully things just get better, you know. But this is the sick, and this is how it works. How you doing, brother? How you doing, bro? All right. As you can see, this thing look, it's just crazy. How you doing, Mr. King?
You doing your shit?
Yeah, I'm on live, you know.
I know.
What you doing out today? Yeah, this
Right
is my brother King, you know, and he's starting out too, so if y'all can check out his page. Oh, you got some tattoo stuff, brother? Yeah. Let me see what you're working with. See, brother out here on the hustle. Uh-oh, see? This is Philadelphia, Miss Angela.
I'm all ready to go.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see.
I got the gun.
Okay.
Tattoo gun right here. Turn right on, too. Look at that.
All right.
See?
Yeah, Miss Angela, this is Philadelphia.
And I got my pencil stuff.
Okay.
My foot's got to get back, though.
No, I see you. Where you just coming from, Huntington? Where you was at, Huntington? What's going on up there? Some females? What kind of females be up there, brother? Nah, you know. So it's a lot of people out there? Huh? That's okay. You got the piercing equipment?
I'm playing games, though. I taught myself.
Okay. All right, brother. Then, you know, I'm gonna see you when I walk down. I'm gonna walk up to Huntington and see what's going on up that way. All right, brother. You be good, brother. All right, brother. Yeah, that's good. He has a hustle, you know. That's my brother Kill, and he's out trying to tattoo. He also trying to start his page, you know. God bless him. Now I'm taking the trip up Huntington, you know. See what's going on up here in Huntington. Then I'll turn back around and go back. But as y'all can see, there's not a lot. That's the train. This train runs up and down, all the way down, up and down. It's a long route. Now we're walking towards Huntington just to see what's going on up here. Then we turn around. As you can see, it's pretty clean out here today though. Which hopefully more days like this will come. But it would be pretty hard for us to get this, but I'm one who's gonna pray for us all. And hopefully we can continue to get days like this. It's nice out today and very surprised. This is the underpath. Well, hey, what's up, Day? How you doing, bro? How you I know Bella. How you doing, Miss Bella? You all right today, Miss Bella? That's Miss Trenton in the house.
Yeah, we should watch the movie.
Oh yeah, I should go out to the movies. All right, Day. This is the underpath. People be down here also, but what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take a trip to these railroads and see what's happening on the railroads. There's a lot of times this is what people go to. So maybe I just go ahead there and see what's happening. Well, it looked like everybody's in a good spirit today, so that's a great thing. Don't see nobody out, fighting and arguing, and don't even see too many people on the ground. Yes, Miss Courtney, I'm definitely gonna be careful. I got the Lord with me, Miss Courtney. Yep, the cops definitely been making the people move, but I'm gonna take a trip to the railroads and see what could be going on up there, because I'm quite sure, well, this is where people come in and hide at times. So, well, I'm not gonna say hide, but when people want to get away from reality of the world, this is their escape. So I'm gonna go visit and see what's happening there. And this path leads up to the railroads. See, still got businesses here, which is great. I have a brother here. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sister. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, sister, you about to fall over, sister. Hopefully you get help, sister. And thank God. God bless you. It's sad to see so many lost ones. And I know it's rougher when it's a female, It's just hard to see. It's another place. This is a enter at your own risk. So I just know the land, but I wouldn't advise nobody who haven't been here to wind up in places like this. looks clear here too today. But this is the open railroad where I think people come just to, get away. As you see, needles everywhere. So you gotta watch your feet. Gotta watch my feet. And as you see, might be somebody over here though. Gotta be careful and watch my feet because it's a mess here. It's a lot of needles and I really don't want to step on one, So let's go see what's going on back here. As you can see, well, they cleaned up back here too. It used to be where a lot of people would sleep, but they done cleaned this up, so. As you see, they cleaned this up nicely though. So maybe one person sleeping in there now. But other than that, it's clear. Surprising. But it's a good thing. Maybe today people decide to get up and go do something productive. But yep, this railroad was known many years ago. It used to be a real big drug spot and a lot of murders that happened on these railroads. So it's a good thing they cleaned this up. But I guess gotta pay attention for 1 second because that's the last thing I would want to do is step on one of these needles because they be everywhere. But as you see, some people still come in, and I guess from doing the activities, some use this mattress, I guess to do what they do to survive. No judgment here on my behalf, I definitely know what the struggle was like. Oh, you seen the Amtrak people up here with police? How long ago was this, Miss Captain? Wonder how long ago was this? Whoa, pardon me. Whoa.
I'm just gonna take a seat.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Hi.
How you doing today, okay? How you doing, brother?
Seat,
Yeah, I'm all right. Y'all be safe back here, It's very scary, so be safe. And, well, I guess spoke too soon, or maybe it's too early, but this is what you'll see. Is this what you'll see here? Rather people, doing what they do or just getting high. So it's time for me to leave this place here for sure. Oh, well, yeah, you said about a month ago, so them people, they are back by now, trust me. That's what this city do, clean it up for a day or two, and I'm not saying that the city don't do their job. It's just a lot that got to go on. And you see, she can't get up. It's just a lot that goes on. So I'm not saying they're not doing their job. It's just, man, there's a lot by the next day. And she all right? I had woke up already. Oh, what's up, bro? I had woke her up, but yeah, because she gonna fall on her face. She don't get up. This is a hill. How you doing, though, bro?
What's going on, bro?
All right. All right. Well, y'all be good, okay? So, well, it's a good thing that she do have a brother up there with her that I do know, so he won't harm her. And I know he would make sure she wouldn't get harmed. So, well, hopefully the sister would decide to go get help. And that's dangerous because you out here in a vacant lot and stuff, you can't pay attention to what's going on around you because you out, and hopefully that haven't happened. Enough to have happened to her, but that's just the situation, It's definitely the situation, but hopefully she go get help, and that won't be her cause or her case, because it's very dangerous out here, and you have a lot of people out here who are bad people, and they like to take advantage of your situation. So if you land unconscious, somebody gonna come and, maybe sexual assault. If not that, then, 10 out of 10 times, if you got something laying around, when you wake up, it definitely gonna be gone. That's for sure. This place, oh, this is real clean up here. This is Huntington. Where things happens like dates, So, but just go up here and just see how everybody doing, And since I've been doing, God work, I have come into a large contact of family, and I'm gonna say the people I try to help now have became my family. So just come out and check on them, and just to see if they still around, because I know a lot of family members that runs into me and ask me about seeing their loved ones. So I like to do nothing more other than report that, yes, I have seen your loved ones, and your loved ones are still alive. I'm not gonna say doing good, because when we doing bad, we can't make bad good, but I still be able to say they're still alive, So just gotta take that, but hopefully that the ones that we root for will decide to turn around and do the right things, But it will be a journey or a mystery to be able to see our loved ones, or not even somebody we know, turning their life around and be successful. Because we all have that power and grit. What's up, bro? We all have that power and grit in us. We just got to do it, you know? It's the only way we could be. Excuse me, bro. It's the only way we could be. But this is the train. Yes, Hazel did die. And it's so sad that happened to her. Excuse me, I can't speak. It's so sad that happened to her because that was the case, you know? And I had a couple of conversations with her, but I didn't really know her too well. But I did like her soul. So for me, that was heartbreaking just to know. And also at a very young age, you know. And a lot of us, we take our life for granted, especially when we're young, because we always say that, oh, well, I got time to change this, because I could remember when I was in my 20s and when I was doing harmful things, I would say, oh, by the time I'm 30, I stopped doing what I was doing. It don't work that way. It just don't work that way. You know? Because in my 30s, I was saying the same thing. Oh, by my 40s. So, don't take life, you know, for granted. And never just think you have too much time tomorrow to change. It have to start with today. You know? Because if I was to die tomorrow, I would want the people to say, he tried and he changed the day before he died, you know? I would want them to say that. I wouldn't want them to say that, oh, he was gonna, he was getting ready to change, but he just didn't get the chance to. I wouldn't want them to say that, you know? So, it had to start now, today. And I could be wrong, but that's just how I see things, you know? It would have to start today. As long as that's what happened, then I'm okay with it. But, yep, Lehigh Avenue, James. And it's cleaned up now. It's not how it used to be. That's for sure. But, you know, I would just have to say that I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful now. And a lot of times, we don't know what we take for granted or how grateful we really are. But now, I have the awareness to know that I'm grateful, you know? Because without the Lord, I couldn't make it. And now these are things that I am very aware of. Excuse me. I'm so aware of it now that without him, nothing would be possible for me, you know? So I just never get tired of saying that the Lord I love. It is so sad that city does not help our home. That's true. They don't really help us, you know? How you doing today, Joe? Good. Man, what you doing? Gotta go get help, Joe. You got loved ones who you know, care for you. I'm going up to Quick Stop. You go up to Quick Stop, I'll buy you something to eat. You meet me up at Quick Stop, I'll buy you something to eat. Okay? Huh? I don't have no money. I have a car, but if you go to Quick Stop, I'll charge you something to eat. You said you was hungry. I would charge you something to eat. You know, I would never deny you no food. By Needle Park, if you go up there, I charge you something to eat. I can't, gotta be Quick Stop. But that's the way I'm going, so if you head up that way, now get you something to eat. But God bless you, Joe, and hopefully best for you. Yeah, that's a good guy named Joe. Fortunately, I didn't have no money in my pocket, but I just told him if he'd have walked with me, I would have charged him something to eat, you know. Can't never deny nobody no food. But I guess he really wanted the money for, you know, some drugs. And I don't judge him because I have done things like that in the past. In my addiction, I would ask people for something, some food, for some money for food, but I know as soon as they had gave it to me, it was gone. It wouldn't have went. It definitely wouldn't have went on no food, and that's for sure. So, but like I said, if it was something he wanted to eat, I wish I could have helped him. I wish he'd have walked with me and I'd have got him something to eat. I wish he would have walked with me. But he didn't walk with me, so I don't know. Yes, Miss Katie, if he'd have walked with me, I would have brought him something to eat. But I know he just wanted it for what he wanted it for. He wanted it for drugs, I guess. And that's just something I can't help him with. His brother still laid down on the ground. But they would tell me not to bother him, so I'm not going to bother. Just gonna pray for him. Now, when I walked by this last time, when I walked up this way, you know, it was kind of empty because a lot of cop cars was out here. But now, when I go back, I got a feeling you will start seeing the crowds come back again. So that's how it go. You know, right now it's still empty, but as I walk back, I know crowds will be popping back up again. Just amazing how fast that. How you doing, Mr. Tim? It's not New York, Chicago, but it's like New York and Chicago. This is Philadelphia. Blessings to you too, Miss Belinda. You know, the same thing goes on as Chicago and New York. Philadelphia is not the only place that go through these problems. This is all over the world. Drugs have took over and eluded United States. How you doing, Black? And it just don't seem like it's getting better because now they're coming out with stronger cuts to add to this fentanyl. You know, so and the real nightmare about it is that as people get used to this, the cut that they have, then it don't work no more, so they got to continue on to make stronger ones. And that's where it gets real scary, you know? Because the stronger it get, man, the worse it get. And it's just like people die every single day from all this that's going on, you know? Yep. Have a- You too, brothers. I see y'all making y'all moves all around, as y'all should. God bless y'all. Them brothers is good, man, because they just passed me about 10 blocks away, and they done made it all the way up here to pray for the people. 10 more blocks up, all the way from North Carolina. Man, that's just so great and special. That just really made my day today, to be able to be part of that and be able to get prayer from them and be able to experience all of that. That really made my day. What's going on, brother? So, you know, I'm so glad that I was out here today to be part of that, because the Lord know I always need prayer. And now, you know, I'm walking back down to my area, which is Kensington and Allegheny, and I'm gonna wrap it up from there. But I appreciate everybody who tuned in, and I will be starting going live during the day, and also at nighttime I would be going live also. You know, just documenting the struggle. And as y'all can see, it's still clear, but let's see what it looks like when we get back towards Allegheny. Hopefully that's still cleared, you know? But we will see. All right, brothers. Yep. Y'all be good. Amen. Brother. So we will get back at it. Yes, Miss Courtney. I'm going to start doing it more. It's just, you know, I've been caught up in the process of moving and still making, you know, my videos. But I'm going to start going live as much as possible. So you could definitely look forward, Miss Courtney, and me doing this more. Because it had to be done, you know? This is what the struggle is. What's up, brother? What's up, bro? This is what we go through, you know? We struggle. But God got us, so we survive. And that's just a big key. The Lord has us. So as long as the Lord has us, we will survive. And that's just the life of it. You know, at one time, they used to offer programs for, you know, the sick and the struggling, where they pay us every day, get us jobs, you know, same day pay. And that helped a lot of people also come off the street, because when they was doing that, they also had programs is that long as you work, you would be able to get housing, that they had this housing, and the housing that they had, if you worked, you could go there and sleep, shower, and it was this housing where though they get you permanent housing, and when they get you permanent housing, then you would be able to be well off. Look at the church. I love these sayings. You see, God's word is everywhere we go. So, we out of here. We out. See y'all later, brothers. Oh, thank you, Miss Courtney. Mel tells me, Mel's an angel. He lets me know it all. So, thank you. Just keep me in your prayer, you know? So, it's getting dark now, so, well, hopefully, like I said, everybody will go in tonight to the shelter. And I know that's wishful thinking, but that will always be the goal, that everybody have somewhere to live, and we all could get rid of these drugs, you know? And that will just be so great, because there's nothing good that comes out of using. And some people might think that good do come out of it, because I hear a lot of people say that it could be wrecked, you know, you could be, oh, hold on. How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm live, baby. How you doing?
Oh, you're live?
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
Say hi to me.
Say hi to the people. They can see you.
Hi.
Hey, this is Chelsea. Chelsea out. Chelsea said hi to everybody.
Look at my nails.
Oh, you got your nails done? Oh, wow. What you doing? No, Chelsea, no. Can't do that. Ain't she so beautiful, though? Okay, Chelsea. How your day going, though?
Good. I went to this music place.
Oh, yeah? So you're getting better then. You're looking better. You're looking alive. Oh, see, Belinda said, hey, Queen. So you got a lot of supporters that's rooting for you, Chelsea. But you gonna go up that waist pretty soon?
Yeah, message me.
Okay, I see you in a little while. You be good, Chelsea. Yeah, Valerie, don't know, you know, but can't give up on her. But Valerie is still in the stage where she don't feel like, you know, she need to change anything. So, as long as she don't feel like that, then she's always gonna have trouble. But I pray for her. Yo, bro, you all right? You up, okay. Yeah, bro, I didn't want to see you fall and hit your head or something, man. You was bent over. I mean, the sad part, some of these people that if you see them bent over, they would get upset if you was there. They would be real upset if you was to wake them up from falling over and hitting their head. But they would get upset, I guess, because it's like you're interfering, you're messing with their high, you know? But you're just trying to save their life, you know? And that's all. And I hope they understand that, yes. It's Kittleton. Cars everywhere now. Yeah, and Valerie, you're absolutely right, Miss Katie. She definitely need long term. But when she keep doing this, she will go to the hospital when she's sick, but then she come right back out here. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Yep. But back to Valerie, she will go for, you know, maybe a week, and then she'd come right back out here. And she would say that, she would try to say that, which I don't know because I never had to experience fentanyl, but she would say that if she stayed for a week, that when she come back out, she's still sick. But I don't know, you know, because I don't really know the effects of fentanyl. But hopefully she will decide to change, you know. That's a good thing, Miss Belinda, that I'm loved out here, you know. I try to reciprocate that same energy and get a love back. So that's just a great thing, you know. Because you have some people that are root for you, and you have some people that's against you, but the people that I used to be out here in the streets with, they root for me because they happy that I changed. And I always tell them that they would change too. You know, when God says it's time, when God says it's time to change, they will too.
What's her face earlier?
Chelsea, I just seen her.
I ain't started doing my live streams too, brother.
Yeah, no question. You could come out and. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen them. But yeah, you see, as you can see, the streets. None of these streets will go uncovered without a soul on it getting high. But I pray for everybody. I pray for the best, you know. Hopefully things will change. Hopefully. Because life is hard. Somebody has to care. Somebody has to. And I decided that I would be one to do it. To care. What's up, bro? I'm cool, bro. I would be the one to do it, you know? And like I said, I'm not perfect. And I still make mistakes. But I do more good than bad. And hopefully I don't do too much bad in the Lord's eyes. Ms. Belinda, the weather is good. It's about maybe 60 degrees, 65 to 70 degrees it was earlier. So maybe it's about in the low 60s right now. Now we're about to head back up to the melting pot where things really get out of hand. And it's just so sad. How you doing, Miss Rock and Roll? I'm glad you tuned in. I appreciate it. Hold on. So you about to fall over. You heard me? I said you're about to fall over, so I was just trying to stop you from. He woke? Oh, they woke. They woke. Well, yeah, the cops. Well, a lot of times, the cops, it looked like they're doing nothing. But, you know, if they was to run here and stop this crowd,